Hello friends, today I will talk about the trailer breakdown of Marvel movie Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. The first trailer for Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, the film that will launch Phase 5 in theaters and reveal how Jonathan Majors' Kang the Conqueror will become the series' following main antagonist, has finally been made public by Marvel Studios. Evangeline Lilly reprises her role as Hope Van Dyne / the Wasp, Paul Rudd reprises his role as Scott Lang / Ant-Man, Michael Douglas reprises his role as Hank Pym, and Michelle Pfeiffer reprises her role as Janet Van Dyne. It also provides the best glimpse we've yet had of Kathryn Newton in the role of Cassie Lang, Scott's daughter and future superhero stature. It is now time to dissect the trailer frame by frame in order to learn more about the highly anticipated MCU film. A simple life in New York. Scott continues to live a modest life in New York despite having saved the world on a few occasions. People approach him as he strolls down the street wearing his regular attire and ask for his autograph. This, regrettably, implies that the Avenger is still impoverished and largely unknown, much as he was in Avengers: Endgame when Smart Hulk, Mark Ruffalo, attempted to persuade some children to snap a picture with Ant-Man out of sympathy. The fact that Scott will even be mistaken for Spider-Man later in the teaser demonstrates how the world has forgotten Peter Parker, Tom Holland, and his heroics following the events of Spider-Man: No Way Home. Month's Best Employee. Scott is named Employee of the Century at Baskin-Robbins, the ice cream shop where he attempted to find employment after coming out of jail, proving that being an Avenger has its advantages. When the store manager learns about Scott's criminal history in the first Ant-Man, he is fired, but it appears that everything has been forgotten. Perhaps Scott will receive an endless supply of mango fruit blast. Hope is acknowledged. In the trailer, Scott and Hope are also at a posh gala dinner. But it doesn't seem to be connected to their superhero work. As the occasion is for a general science award, Hope was probably the one who received an invitation. It's also amazing how much the Marvel Cinematic Universe regards its scientists. All nations of the world, take note. Cassie the Brilliant. The brand new trailer demonstrates Cassie's prowess as an inventor who can create amazing devices. She also intends to explore the quantum realm in accordance with family tradition. Since Cassie was confined in the quantum realm for 5 years prior to the events of Endgame, it will be intriguing to see how their relationship progresses. Molecular Beacon. The quantum beacon Cassie created in the video allows submolecular entities to communicate with the heroes by sending signals to the quantum realm. On paper, it makes sense because Ant-Man and the Wasp are accustomed to exploring this strange domain and would find it useful to have a tool that would allow them to connect with the quantum realm. But not everyone appreciates Cassie's creation. Janet sees problems. When Janet thinks Cassie's innovation is awful news, everyone should just accept her because she spent decades within the quantum realm. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania will provide more information about what transpired with the original Wasp, since Janet is concerned that the signal might be intercepted by an unidentified menace that lives in the quantum realm. Given that Kang serves as the major antagonist in the film, it's possible that Janet assisted him in creating the tools he needs to launch his temporal invasion in Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. The entire family will be drawn into the quantum realm by Cassie's device, dividing them into two groups, proving Janet was correct. Daughter and father time. It appears that Scott and Cassie will spend some time alone while they are separated, exploring the strange and shattered scenery of the quantum realm. Sadly, the quantum realm doesn't look much that different from other planets, but hopefully we'll get to see more fascinating areas of this parallel universe. These men, who are they? The quantum realm has its own colorful array of individuals while having a relatively generic appearance. Since the microverse has a history of producing androids, We still don't know who that robot might be, but it could be a radical redesign of Microtron or Biotron. When the film opens in theaters in February of next year, we'll probably learn more. Janet the Navigator. Hope and Hank will be led by Janet through the microverse, while Scott and Cassie will run into some unpleasant company. The fact that Janet feels like they need to conceal doesn't bode well for the team because she spent decades there and is familiar with every notable site of the quantum realm. Hey Kang, what are you doing? We see Kang the Conqueror briefly turning on an odd-looking gadget while dressed in his comic-accurate attire. Although we don't know what this device is for, it undoubtedly has something to do with Kang's scheme to attack time and take over the entire multiverse. Is there a link to Shang-Chi there? Kang has also constructed a complete city within the microverse. It's interesting to note the city's ring pattern because it appears to be used by every building. Could this be related to Simu Liu's, Shang-Chi's, 10 rings? The 10 rings aren't from Earth, outer space, or mythical past, as far as we know. Can they thus originate from the microverse? Army of Kang. In addition to having a city to control, Kang has also amassed an army that will aid him in becoming the MCU's conqueror. Every hero needs a faceless mob to fight in the movie's climactic battle, and it appears that we are about to meet the henchpeople who will serve as the Multiverse Saga's punching bag. Bill Murray's character is who? Additionally, Bill Murray's enigmatic role in Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania has been revealed. Although we don't yet know what role Murray will play, we were disappointed to see MODOK, a beloved antagonist who is also expected to appear in the threequel. Murray might therefore be portraying the person who will become MODOK. Time will only tell. Will Ant-Man make it through his fight with Kang? In Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, as anticipated, Ant-Man will need to dress in battle gear and take on Kang. We are intrigued to watch how their battle plays out, despite the fact that we are aware Kang will continue to be the MCU's main villain for a while. Will Kang triumph and murder Scott? Will his daughter replace him as a result of this? Or perhaps Scott agrees to assist Kang in returning his family to Earth in a secure manner? Fortunately, it doesn't appear that Marvel Studios can resolve this disagreement, so Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania could have a surprising conclusion. Its height. We also get the greatest glimpse yet at Cassie in her Stature costume in the trailer. Stature's appearance in the MCU was hinted at in the movie's poster, but seeing her in action is amazing. From the comics, Kang. When Majors played a variation of the persona known as He Who Remains, Loki appeared as Kang. That Kang was a pacifist who wanted to prevent his other counterparts from gaining control of the multiverse. However, Kang the Conqueror will have a look straight out of the comic books in Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Our latest main villain. Majors received a scar on their face to distinguish the Conqueror from He Who Remains. However, the new Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania trailer also emphasizes how the performer approached the role differently. The brand new Kang is icy, serene, and horrifying. We can't wait for this Kang to start torturing the entire MCU as a worthy successor to Thanos, Josh Brolin.